Hey everybody, it's Kat, and today we're going to talk about using do in negative statements. Let's start by looking at two examples in the simple present tense. One example of a positive statement in present simple is I eat apples. A negative statement looks like I do not eat apples. She eats apples becomes she does not eat apples. I'm going to show you a chart to show you how this can be done, but first I want to remind you that this only applies when you're making sentences that do not use be or modal verbs. Okay, now let's look at the chart. So these are very basic examples of negative statements in the present simple. Like most sentences, you will start with the subject. Then you are going to use the appropriate form of the verb do, followed by not, then the main verb, and then the object or the rest of the sentence. Notice that the main verb stays in the base form. Now very quickly, let's look at how to create negative statements in the simple past. As you can see, the formation of a negative statement in the simple past is almost exactly like the simple present. You just need to change the verb do to its form in the past tense, did. Everything else is the same, including leaving the main verb in the base form. Do not say, I did not eat apples. That is incorrect. Use the regular form of the verb. These statements reflect things that are completely finished, whereas things in the present simple can mean actions that happen repeatedly or on a regular basis. The last point of this lesson has to do with contractions. What is a contraction? When I say, I do not eat apples, I can also say, I don't eat apples. These statements are equivalent. Now let's take a look at how this is formed. In general, a contraction refers to taking two words and making it into one word. Do not becomes don't, does not becomes doesn't, did not becomes didn't. In English, for negative statements, we combine the words do and not, but we erase the letter O and replace it with a mark called an apostrophe. The same is true with doesn't and did not, didn't. Some teachers and some textbooks will tell you that contractions are less formal or even that they're not proper English. I do not believe this. This is possibly true in some very formal academic writing, but in your daily conversation and in your speech especially, this is not important. Do not worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, now it's time for a practice activity. Good luck. This concludes the quick lesson on do and negative statements and I hope you did well on that practice activity. If you have any questions about it, please leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time.